This was weird. This was weird. My video just crashed on me. I wanted to show you something I've been looking at, and I'm going to just use this cube, all right, and situate it right here on man's head. Now, man's head, you see the way the balls move? See the way the balls move? I move this yellow one turning to the right, and it's turning the other one counterclockwise. So that'd be running right here. I mean, you can almost put it right here. It fits so perfect. This is so perfect. But if you really want to run it properly, you always got to run it with the north and the south. And you want to have the readers on both sides. So you run her this way. Whoop, hold on a second. I'm out of touch. Let me do this over here. Okay, and I do it this way. Okay, and I got these balls, one rolling this way, the other rolling this way. This one here is a reader. This one here is a reader. It transfers. It goes one way, the one the other way. The two worlds of four actually switch within their own. The center to 5 is 4 times. What is the actual center? Where all diameters are equal to the center of the ball. I make up my own rules. I make up my own rules because I have to have my own questions. And based on my own questions, I create my own rules that are good for everything. And they work for everything. Whatever I make as a rule, it's always going to work. In the house you are, that's the rule. The finite of anything is this. No matter what you do, when you outline this entire scissors, you will see another scissors. And all you did is contour the scissors, although it's not perfect in a shape. It's still the only thing you can actually do to make it as possible as perfect as it was a scissors before, in area. Once you cut that area, you're automatically separating, pushing aside, leaving an extra space. There's usually an extra space. Anyways, so we talked about this, okay? The other thing I want to mention is there's 364 days in a year. 4 times 91, 364, 13 moons, 364 days, 3, 6, and 4. Okay, now there's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. So again, with 364, I'm looking into my book. Okay, and 364, I'm just trying to look, is an equal to 104. 10-4 JD 14 AD 164, which is the highest number. Now, I know I switched over and said something else. I just did a video and the whole thing crashed because I touched my mouse. Don't touch your mouse. Is the mouse the pointer? Don't touch your mouse. And I touched my mouse and now I forget. Hamas. That must be the mouse they call the forest. Because when you want to go before east, okay, to be a beast before east, if you listen to the words EAST, EST, estimated time of arrival, EAST, the area direction you have gone. We're not going to talk about H, okay, because when you get to H, we start talking as H is something to do with a fish. And that contour of the 2 golf balls could be the reader of the wiring going up. I don't know. I must call Lenny. You know what's funny about Lenny? My cousin Lenny passed away many years ago. Is that his family, Wendy, okay, Eve, okay, and Jackie, J-E-W. He was a Jew. Named his children after his religion, Jew. Just fits that way because he was into plumbing. Allah was always by his side. Al always used to help him out, one of his brothers. Pala, Impala, Infinity, Impala. Just thinking. Not sure where I am. Because I was on number 364. And what I wanted to do, and I know was so much better in my other video, is when we cut up those 4 directions, okay, 360 degrees. When we cut them up in 4, we have 4 suits in the deck. 4 times 91 is 364. So the 91 goes into the area of 90. So we get 91 breakups inside that 80. 80 and 90, 91 and 90 is 181. A and H. And it's the first part of infinity. inside the word infinity. Okay, now I'm going to get onto the infinity, and no, I can't. The 364 plus 1.25, because man's heart, 1.25. He goes there, he goes there, he goes there. He goes there, he goes there, he goes here. 1.25. 5 times 25 cents. 5, 2. Infinity. 2, 2, 5. When we go 9, 5, 6, 9, 5, 9, 2, 7 inside infinity. 9, 5, 6, 9, 5, 9, 8, 7. 9, 8, 7, 9, 5 inside 6, inside 5, 9. Now, inside here is 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8, and the cards, they're all the same. 56 is the communication between 9 and 9. I would say it could be between Jupiter and Jupiter, or Jupiter to Pluto, but since Pluto is inside of you, that's right, it's inside of you, it goes right through you. We are the extra 1.25 is that heartbeat of the earth. When the heartbeat of the earth moves and moves us, we are alive to the earth, to the elements that are on this planet. We become the 1.25 of the heartbeat every time man makes a move. He walks on the earth, and the earth goes like this. Goes into the earth, goes up through you, back down through you, back down to the earth, and back to the main source. The main source has no idea what earth is doing with its energy. It just knows this is what it needs to give, and this is what it's giving, this is what's being taken. But it's a heartbeat. There's got to be a little fluctuality in there for it to work properly, like a pulley, up and down. Okay, let me get on to something else, okay? The next thing I wanted to mention, pearls. Remember pearls. Purple, in peril, and curls. The 3 stranded pearls that are around the neck of this one lady, number 62, 17th letter in the alphabet, total of 38 when pairing up Q with U. Got a series of things I've done. Replenish the earth. God created and everything in his image. Did he? He did. He called me last night. He says he made a mistake. Freak, eh? Let's not be freaked out. God sends a message to everybody. Shit, I made a mistake. Holy fuck. I left you guys the key to come home. He says, my first mistake. Giving man the key to think on his own to come home. It's a goat. Communication angle of transmission, the disparation of the connecting of the 7th gate, 7 plus 1, 7 plus 2, because 2 has to be in the middle of 1, whether it's this way or this way, otherwise it pops out. So you put 2 on this side and 2 on this side, which is the 4. Now it can't move this way, which is this way, and I put it the other way, can't move this way, so I put 2 here, and then another 2 on top, almost like doing this and this, 2 and 2, to lock it in on both sides. What am I talking about? I don't know yet. So that one that passed on through of the 4 times 90 degrees, why we need 4 times 90 degrees? Because we need 3 and 3. 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. 3 and 3. These are the only 3 we need. These 2 like hold the box. These 3 do all the work. No? Depends which institution you're in. So where was I with that tail? Here, I want to show you something. 2 equals 2 in a dice. Let's not count the 1 hole, okay? Because the 1 hole goes all the way like this. It passes on the inside. Then 1 connects it to this side, and 1 connects it to that side. You got the same dick on both sides. And it works the same thing, because the passage is on the inside. It's what's on the inside, the continuous of the mind, that is eternal in thought. Based on, can it be based on the time he has and the energy of the limitation of the memory in his mind? We remember 1, 2, 3. The minute we remember this one we forget, this one we remember. Then this one we remember, and now we forget these 2. We only retain up to a certain level until we're reminded inside the institution of thought, the Knights of the Round Table. The Knights of the Round Table do not talk to each other. They talk to the table. They all talk to the table, and they're all sitting around the table, so they all know their job is to listen to what the table has to say. And let me tell you one thing. For a table that doesn't have a mouth, there's a heated argument at the end. And they're all talking to the table. Hello, table. Are you able and stable? You must be pliable. Tables are all pliable. Regardless of what you tell them, they will listen to everything. Nobody can interfere with a thought. There is a process for determination of the better of the understanding for every discussion that goes on. Everything has reason for its generality, but just like the add-on, everyone has their own generality and thought. We are one. We can only choose one. When we choose again, we are choosing only one, and every time we choose one only. Like I said, on the outside, the piano, the gateway of 1 and 7 connects because the one dot passage is surrounded by 2, which automatically 1 and 2 is now together. We say, let's begin on center C of the piano, which is the 29th key. And what is so funny, okay, about 29 is 29 and 14 make 43. I got to show you what this means. 29 and 14 makes 43. 29 and 14 equals 43. Okay, well, I just came up with these two numbers that I sent to something about Mary. Okay, when in all actuality, you see that 4, the way I did it, almost looks like a Y. Okay, this is your 43. This is your DC power. These are the 200 years, 243 of the DC power, 2, 3, 4, 9. 2 by 4 the cat, 2 by 3 the creation. Creation is in the man. 2 plus 4 is 6. Dog, D-O-G, G is 7, O is 6, is 13, plus 4 is 17. That's where you're corralled in. It says 1 and 7. 1 and 7. A and G. You're stuck in the G. You're stuck in us. Stuck in this. Stuck. Can't get out. When you get out, you go to sleep. Everybody comes to visit you for one day. 7 days later, they forget, they cut the tie, they throw it out, and they're back at the old baseball game one more time. You ever see this fuck? You ever see this situation over here? This one holds down these 4. The last one and the first one are actually better because it'd be the cadrage, would be the outline for the gateway. The 2 would be the in-between. Although you see 5, there are 9. Then you're at the opposite end. Here's the fork that you hold. You get to hold the mighty fork on this end. You poke with one end, but you're still holding the poker on your end. The Tea Party from 1771 to 2014 is 243 years. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. Man on the cross. Now we're going to go back to the last numbers in the last book, from the first book. Have you ever held a shamas? It's a horse. It's called a scam. Or let's say in 1974 they call it a sham. Sham wow. Because in horse racing, that's what happened. Affirmed in sham wow. I think that's what it was running on the racetrack. You see this I-beam? Well, on this side, it's a C-beam. It's a channel that runs in 2 sides. It's H and I. Which one do you want? Something about the Tea Party that locked in the 2 rivers together. Possibly one of the canals in the world. I don't know where. IHC must be a hick. Right? So CH and I. 24 Stanley Cups. 3 times 9 is 27. If it's an H, it's 3 times 8 is 24, equals to 51. And I did something about that a few days ago. 24, 27. 27 red, 24 the cat. We got a red cat with a red dog. Must be running in the same body with those hot blue veins. See this? She's standing at the edge here. It's a dinosaur. 2 different kinds of dinosaurs are setting up. And these are all the ducks. Ready to shoot down the ducks to see which movement we're going to make in the back. Make a movement in the front, looks a little bit different in the back. We're going to come over here. We were talking about pearl and purple before, right? We were talking about the wave, how we captured 2 numbers in here, but 1 number in here. The difference for the creation of size. My phone is ringing. I'm not sure where it is. Let me see if I can answer it. No, I cannot. So I'm not going to answer it right now. Here is another one opening up his mouth. Here's that snake inside of us. Here's the Maldek belt. Lame. Maldek was lame. It was hurt. It was given a bad deal. But it's a B-tail line with Dell, LED, the energy cycle that powers up what's going around. I don't know how it works, but whatever it is, this is doing all the work. It's a raw deal. It means it's pure. Do you understand? What they didn't create was created for this world. I think it's a little too big, but I'm not going to judge on it. Okay? 7, okay, is Friday. The 7th day, let's say the 7th day of the week actually was on the Saturday. Okay? But I should have did it a little bit different. This should be Sunday. Okay, but 7 and 15, which is G and O for go, are your two balls in pool that match. Okay, when you match your balls in pool, 7 and 15 make 6. This will also say 11. This will say 6, 11, 17. This will get the crown. Why again 17? Because in the piano, 7 hits 1, but can only connect when it hits the second key. You have one key in between to make the exit sound. If you have a finger here and a finger here, and there's a key in between, both of them can get to that key. So you keep them one apart. Now they can go one key over. So they have the extra key on the outside. They can hit the same key on the inside. So when I say this, okay, what I'm trying to say is that 7, and this is what this looks like. This is what this looks like. And this is what this looks like. Okay? Okay, this goes in the middle of here and looks like this. But this does not exist inside man until man gets the B world. This and this. That's why the Jack of Hearts and the Jack of Spades, okay, and the Jack of Clubs, who has 2 eyes, carries a flower in his hat. The Jack of Hearts has 1 leaf in his hand. The Jack of Spades has a noose. He's got 1 eye, and so does the Jack of Hearts. If I remember, the Jack of Hearts is looking this way, the Jack of Spades is looking this way, and the King has his left eye showing to the hand, only showing 1 hand. Okay? I'm not going to talk about major leagues, minor leagues, AAA, AA, baseball, double B, freedom, pass. The continuous of the pass of the mind that goes forever is the spirit, which is 91. It goes from one world where it's before the 8 to the other world where it's after the 8 and connects on 1-9. It's not on 2 and 10. We must play every combination inside the same circle. If we have a circle and we divide it up into 4 at 90 degrees each, if we had 4 suits in the deck of cards and added up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to the king, it would equal to a total of 91 in 4 suits. So let's give 91 to each suit. At the same time, we can add 1 plus 2 all the way to 91 and see what you get there, because that's another equation. We have to see the 2 ends. Whatever happens in between, I don't care. The lawnmower did my job fine. I don't care if it missed a hit. Hit and miss sometimes, right? I was looking at Hamlet, but then I was saying a sham. So then I was saying Uncle Sam, A and H, a creation of 1 world of 8. Right? Because the 8's between the 7 and the 9. Rothschild, 79, right? So it's a sham. So I say what happens is, why not get free publicity? You don't want it at the beginning, then you're obligated at the end. They give you strength. How? They do evil onto you and blame it on you. They do evil onto you and blame it on you. They do evil onto you, blame it on you. Everybody knows you. There you go. Now people start to say, hey, where's the truth? Now you can't block everybody. It's just not possible. And you want to make it look real, so you leave a few of them go. First I was talking about Maldek. It's the Bell system. Bell system. Let me tell you one thing about this little Bell system. And I'm going to get back to the Tea Party, right? Let me tell you about this little... Where's the bell? Don't ring my bell. Don't ring my bell. And I'm going to get back to infinity, the numbers of infinity, and Dick. You know why this is Dick? Because this, take a look at the design here. Here, here, here. This becomes the G. When you outline it in 2 colors, you split up the 2 colors. Let me see. This was the 364 that I talked about. And it was times 35, and it's 3.5 times 8 equals to 28 grams, which is 1 ounce, with 16 ounces, which brings the lights into the 2 sides of the H. Both sides lit up at the lamppost. They got a lamppost, right? And look at my arms.
and I'm going to light up on like this side. I have to cross my hands because I can't turn my hands out the other way, walk like an Egyptian. I can't do it. My head is the dot in between the top of everything, right? So I take one hand and I just do this, and I take one hand and I just do this, and now I got a light on each side. Now the question comes, is one of the pharaohs was sitting down with a beard, it was blue, and he had a teacup, and he had a beard that was braided, okay? One side braided, it passes in, and it goes out the other side. This one doesn't really need the light, it only needs the incoming light. So what if I did this, and I did this? You see the angle? One becomes on the angle, not the same angle. If I actually do it this way and the angle of our life is on this side, this becomes the reason for the Budweiser bow tie. This one becomes the higher one. This would be 3 and 6. 1 minute, please. And this would be 3 and 6. And this one would be 7 and 4. The other one would be 7 and 4. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to come back at you, Raphael 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you. Who is it? Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. Oh, Bell. Okay, we don't. Okay, magician at Fairway Mall shows.